Let's go. You ready to go?
Yes.
All right. We're going to try something new today, and we'll see how it goes. Hello, welcome back to another 5K tennis show. Notice I didn't say family discussion today. I'm kidding. This is going to be a little bit more trash talk oriented. This Trash Talk Tuesday, if we cut out, the story, we'll start a part 2. And I won't waste too much time with that today. So I want to get right into the trash talk. How this is going to work is if you have anything you want to say to voice off on or smack talk about in terms of tennis on the court, off the court, or in life in general, put it in comments. Don't forget to subscribe, by the way. The $400 for the U.S. Open is going to be a nice pot to win, and that's the only way you have to qualify is to hit the subscribe button. All right, I'm starting trash talk with Naomi Osaka. All right? Why are we going to talk trash about Naomi Osaka? Carla, do you want to start?
She cried in her interview. And as a matter of fact, I think I was reading on Twitter where someone said that the guy who asked the question, whose name was Paul Doherty from Cincinnati Inquiry, was a bully.
No, she said that Osaka was asked the question. Okay.
Yeah.
If you've seen the headlines on every sports page in the world, I'm sure this morning, it's all about Naomi Osaka crying at yet another press conference and getting up and walking out of it. Okay. So her statement of talking about a question that was asked was alluding to a reporter in the press conference prior to Osaka walking out.
She didn't walk out. She went back. It was after 8 minutes that she started crying. 8 minutes, I put here in 54 seconds. This person named Stuart Duguid said the bully at Cincinnati Inquiry is the epitome of why the player/media relations are so fraught right now. Everyone on the Zoom will agree that his tone was all wrong and his sole purpose was to intimidate. Really appalling behavior. And his insinuation with that Naomi owes her off-court success to the media is a myth. Don't be so self-indulgent. I have to disagree completely. I actually watched the whole thing. I wanted to see, were they really bullying poor Osaka?
It's a narrative, man.
Before we got to Paul Doherty's question, she was asked about, again, some lady was asking her about the media, about her coming back and etc. And she said, we should have sick days. There's times that we feel sad. We should have sick days. And we should be able to respond in email form. I started laughing. I was on the floor when she said that. I said, really? I said, can you imagine a teacher or a doctor saying, I don't feel well. Just email me the question.
Okay. Let me be a little bit more harsh.
But I'm going to read the whole interview.
Okay, go ahead. And I'm gonna tee off. So whenever you get done, I'm gonna go on a freaking rant. Okay.
Okay. So Prepare. Paul Doherty from Cincinnati Inquiry said, so you're not crazy dealing with us, especially in this format. Yet you have a lot of outside interests and serve by having a media platform. I guess my question is, how do you balance the two? And also, I would like to know if you have anything you would like to share about what you said to Simone Biles. And she said, she's like, I'm not crazy about dealing with you guys. What does that refer to? She said, she said that, and then he explains the question again. She says, that's interesting. She says, when you do press conference is the most difficult. She says, she's like, sorry, I'm trying to think. So he kept asking the question, and the lady says, she stopped. She paused. She's like, sorry, I'm thinking. So the lady says, let's move on to the question. She says, I'm actually interested in on that point of view. So if you could repeat that, that would be awesome. So he repeats the question. She answers it. He's done with his question. Then someone else asks a question, and she's looking up. And she starts crying.
Who gives a shit?
I was like, whoa.
Okay, Woogis, who gives a shit? First and foremost, okay? Osaka, by the way, was asked a question that if you broke it down into its purest form, basically she was asked in a way, how can you be such a high-profile person but not like to talk to us? She has a rapper boyfriend, okay? She has an entertainer boyfriend, okay? She has been on center court Arthur Ashe Stadium with him draped over her, and we lapped up the middle finger with a big smile. That wasn't tough for her to deal with. Shooting the world a bird. That wasn't a big deal. 6 reporters is, but pissing the world off isn't. Number one. She has now created a narrative for herself. She has created a freaking baby feel sorry for you, victim, annoying ass narrative. I saw a comment come through from Stephanie I. I agree with Stephanie I, and welcome. She said it perfectly in like 3 words. Naomi is so annoying. Okay. It is. Okay. I have 5 children, and 2 of those 5 are girls. I have a 12-year-old girl and a 9-year-old girl. Naomi Osaka acts more immature and babyish than my 9-year-old girl. If that was my 9-year-old girl, I'd be like, you need to grow up, young lady, right? But this is a grown athlete that has millions of dollars in the bank, right? Millions of dollars. Now, if I didn't like the damn smell of trash, would I be a damn trash man? If I was scared to talk to people, would I be an entertainer? Okay, if I was scared of people and journalists, would I want to be a professional athlete? It's part of your damn job. If you don't like the smell of trash, then don't be a damn trash man. If you can't deal with the media, don't be a damn professional athlete. It's your job. That's the way it goes. The crowd comes to watch you. The crowd wants to hear what your plan is before you go on the court. The damn crowd wants to know what you're going to do when you come off of the court. And it's the damn journalist's job to be aggressive and to piss the athlete off. The journalist is supposed to press your buttons. That's to see if you have poise. That's to see if you have sportsmanship. That's to see if you're going to be a damn lady. And she needs to go play with damn Barbies and the damn dollhouse and shut up.
But he wasn't aggressive. He didn't ask it in an aggressive way. I heard his tone.
Go home. Quit.
It wasn't aggressive. The question was legit. How do you balance the two? He said. How do you balance the two? And, obviously she doesn't like the media, and the fact that she said, we should have sick days.
Stupid, man. We
should have sick days, because sometimes we're sad. I get we're sad. And she says, maybe we should just email it.
Could you do the proper amount of ums though? Because you're only giving her the luxury of one She's more like Look,
it's obvious. It's obvious that she was homeschooled and probably didn't get far in school. It's very obvious.
Then goes in so far as is to indicate that we should have a sick day and
no, she didn't say like she was happy to those
exaggeration, yeah. But nonetheless, it's true. She goes in so far as to say is that we should have media day sick days and we can just answer questions by email. People pay tickets to come see you. People pay their tennis channel bills to watch the press conferences, but you're too big or too mentally unstable to do it. Look, by the way, let me put some credibility here, at least a little bit. I have a psychology degree from the University of South Alabama. My dad's a psychiatrist/physician. My mother was a school teacher. We have 5 children. I've coached tennis for 22 years and played prior to that on multiple teams at high levels. So I've been around people before. Okay. I have children, but she acts like a 2-year-old. And if this was my daughter and I saw her that distraught, if it was real, I would tell my sweet daughter to please do something else with your life. You're set. Why put yourself through it? Okay. Well, it's an act now. It's a narrative at this point, and everyone is lapping it up. So now when I wake up in the morning before I go out in the court for 10 hours and get my 5 kids off to school, or 4, one's in college. Now I gotta, every time I want to read the damn news, I gotta look at Naomi Osaka crying again. This is tennis. It's a damn battle out there. It's a battle. It's a duel. It's a fight to the damn death. Okay. How did the gladiators win their freedom back in the day? They fought lions. And then when they got done fighting the lions, they would cheer for the crowd. Come on, Mr. Sparta.
Stephanie says, I have anxiety when my boss tells me to wake up early for work. What a meanie. Michael Walker says Osaka isn't dealing with the press very well since Roland Garros, but before 2021, she did very well with the press. Yeah, I don't get it. I feel like she went backwards.
Okay.
She went backwards completely. I don't know what it is. If you're depressed, you just won't even be playing tennis. You'll be getting the help you need.
Look, the reporter or journalist in that press conference room that asked her the question, how can you reap the benefits of a super high profile media lifestyle, but you won't talk to media? And around that time is when she was like, In other words, she was asked a simple adult question, and she was looking for an excuse, and her way was to bail and to
Well,
cry.
at least she came back. I'll give her that. She came back to finish her interview. It took her about 4 minutes to come back, and she finished.
You know, I wonder if Naomi Osaka, no disrespect, anything homeschool related, but a lot of homeschool kids that we teach over the years, they don't socialize ever. They just play tennis and then go home. And a lot of kids like that have trouble having adult conversations as they grow older.
B-Dog, I'm sorry. All depression cases aren't the same. B-Dog, come on, man.
If she's depressed, she should just go.
B-Dog,
just quit.
You
she can
real.
afford it.
You are a real person. Come on, man. You can't tell me. Watch the interview. Watch it from the beginning to the end. She was fine. The question he asked
she got asked a question that she couldn't answer.
She just didn't know how to answer it. That's all it was. So that's how she reacted. Don't tell me that guy was bullying her. That's crazy.
B-Dog. B-Dog's
Come on, dude. How would you tell you? Would you allow your daughter to keep acting that way? And somebody's got to shake her. And really.
And B-Dog, as you went through the military, respectively, did your drill sergeant, did you call him a bully? I mean, you just did what you had to do. Right? You just got to do what you got to do.
The reason the 20-year-olds are a weak generation and the ones before that is because we give them the excuses.
Yeah. And now, and now we're letting someone cry, and that's giving us the means to change the whole deal because you got a little girl over there.
I was about to give her a chance, and I decided, let me watch this whole thing and let me see what they're talking about. And it just made no sense. He didn't bully her. I mean, the questions were all about the same. I mean, they're going to ask her they're going to ask her why the meat, blah, blah, blah. She doesn't have to answer it. She could say next question. She could say, I'll take somebody else's question, like many people do.
Look, we're going to go to the next smack off topic or talk trash Tuesday topic. But it has become a narrative now, and she is playing a victim role. This person that gave us all the middle finger after she won the U.S. Open with her boyfriend on center stage Wimbledon, the same person that's got all these social media accounts, the same person that does all these model shoots, the same person that does all these Sports Illustrated swimsuit edition covers, the same person that does all this shit. You understand what I'm saying? Millions of people she's around every day doing this shit. But yet when she gets asked a question where she has to think, she bails and acts like she's a victim. I'm a victim. It's my mental. I'm mental, man. Shut up. You just need to grow up. Or if it's too much and you are mental, then just quit. Just retire. You can afford it. And we don't have to lap up the bullshit anymore. Next question. Roger Federer. Okay. Why am I bringing up Roger Federer? I am a Roger Federer fan. Don't call me not. I don't want to have to take off my shirt again and show you my Roger Federer tattoo or my collection of Roger Federer hats or shoes. I'm a fan, but I'm a realist. I'm tired of Roger Federer at this point. I love him as a person. I wish him well. One of the greatest of all time, if not the damn greatest of all time. Okay, on paper, we know who that is, and that's Djokovic. But that's on paper. Some personal fans that have one favorite only player, otherwise they don't watch the game at all. They'll disagree with me, but that's okay. Okay. Roger Federer, number one, is annoying to me because he keeps dragging out his career, and he makes us all want to cry about it. Okay, he's very Naomi Osaka-ish at this point, but the man's version. Okay. I started kind of knocking on Roger Federer. He was doing the South American tour with Zverev. And every time I was watching his video, Zverev would be crying, or Roger Federer would be crying. And then Zverev would be over there consoling him. It's okay, Roger. It's okay, Roger. It's okay. That's what I think he's doing to the majority of his fans now, is making them pity him. We wish you well, and I can't wait to see you back.
I disagree with you.
It's annoying to me.
You don't go on social media platforms. Every player, when they announce it, they go on social media, and then he's doing exactly what everybody else does.
It's annoying to me.
Okay, then you don't like athletes who announce they're not playing.
He's 40 years old. He can't even walk without a cane when he has a healthy knee. I'm kidding, obviously, but he's 40 years old. Okay, very respectable. He can play for the rest of his life, but 40 years old, and we're still taking up space, in my opinion, for I guess you could say others to finally come through.
How is he taking up space when the young guys can't even win? On any
platform, TV time.
If you're good, he's not taking space away. I'm talking about these guys. Younger guys are better and good, and we want to see them. They're not. Federer's not taking space from them. They just suck. That's why Federer takes space.
Now, part B of my rant, and I'm not done. Part B of my rant is how difficult the world is today. Look at the people in Afghanistan right now. Look at the people in Afghanistan. It's shit to me that whether it was good or bad, we were there. That's not the point. B-Dog was there. But it's not whether it was a good or a bad thing there, or we should have been there or shouldn't have been there. We were there for generations, for 2 decades. We were there. We allowed certain people to go to school and to walk in the street, women and children, i.e., and now overnight, boom! It's so if you have an 18-year-old in Kabul that was born at 2 and had some democracy and was able to safely walk around in the streets for the most part, now hey, overnight can't do that anymore. Better go home. Tough shit. But nonetheless, Roger Federer's a billionaire. Is that a secret? Okay, he's a billionaire. Okay, Roger Federer hasn't played really that much this year in comparison to other players. Roger Federer has made more money than like 75% of the tour combined. Now, I'm not hating. I'm not a player hater. I'm not hating on the brother. Love him. Good. I'm knocking on the reality that he's making more money and endorsements and so forth, and I'm not hating. But it's an issue when he is making more money hanging on in the tennis world and milking his narrative than 75% of the tour combined.
He's going to make money even if he retires, Justin.
Then
his name is Federer, just like the other two are going to make money. That's not their fault. They've created such a big empire for themselves. That's what they're supposed. It's going to keep coming in. The other guys haven't done that yet.
If Roger Federer wasn't Roger Federer, in other words, if Roger Federer was just a normal tennis player, that's going to be hard to fathom. But nonetheless, would he still be playing? If Roger Federer wasn't Roger Federer with an empire and a tournament and a brand and a new sponsorship with Uniqlo, 9 figures, would he still be playing? He's playing because he's now this business, and it's not really about his tennis anymore. It's about his narrative about, oh, how are you going to retire? How can we see you off? How can I come cry on your shoulder, Roger? Shut up, man. Just play your last tournament. See ya. Next player, please. Just fucking get on with it.
It jumps up. Oh, man.
Okay, let me hear your take on it.
My take on it, I mean, he should retire, I think. But again, I agree with Michael Walker. He should retire when
exactly. Gene Swart. Gene Swart said he should focus on his endorsement deals. Then that's what I'm getting at. Thank you. What Gene said is what I'm getting at without my rant. He's a business empire.
I have to agree with Michael Walker. He should retire when he wants to. We shouldn't have to tell him, "Hey, retire, dude, because your body's going bad." He'll know when to retire. That's his problem, not our problem. I mean, it's like you said, a pilot, right? They don't want to give up their wings. But
pilots, when they retire, on their military retirement, it's not making $1 billion a year. You're comfortable. But you see what I'm saying? The pilot to go to, the pilot has, going back home to go to and going to watch airplanes from the ground.
Great point, Alex. Why don't you say the same thing to Venus? I mean, she's like pushing up her boobs up here in her 40s and like wearing stuff and like fake eyelashes and stuff just to keep her brand going. Why haven't you told her to quit tennis?
That's a great comment.
I find it annoying that she's still playing. To me, that's more annoying than Federer playing because Venus can't even beat people that are like outside of the hundreds. Okay. And Federer at least can beat people in the top 20. That's an issue to me. You should be more concerned about Venus. Why are you taking someone's space, girl?
Can I at least try to answer this good question? Mm-hmm. Okay, and you're right. Maybe I might be a little bit hypocritical here, but let me at least say one thing. Venus has never looked like she hasn't been enjoying the game on the court. When you look at Roger now, and he's out there and he's playing, you look at him. It's like it looks like he doesn't want to be there. He looks unemotional.
He's frustrated.
He looks frustrated all the time. It looks like he doesn't want to be there at all. Venus has always been, smiley and kind of uplifting and positive energy, and maybe that's it. But you are correct. I don't say that. But the reason why I pick on Osaka a lot is because of her childish antics and attitude and what we just ranted about. Venus Williams has always been a lady, always has been a very positive influence in the game and in the locker room. So that's an excuse maybe, but you are correct. Federer now is just the pansy that lets people cry on his shoulder.
That was like 2 years ago, Justin.
Come on, man.
Oh, brother, you're a hypocrite. He said it right. Okay. You retire when you stop thinking you can and when frustration can be good. Yes, Jack Nolte, I agree. I think that Justin, going on this rant about Federer, no, I'm not sorry.
But what I'm saying, anything that he does, it makes front page news. And I think young players winning matches is more important than
yeah.
Roger Federer crying about he may not return. I told everyone on this channel 2 years ago that Roger Federer was done, wouldn't win another major, and should just go ahead and retire.
So you guessed,
Am I little? Will you listen to me now?
You guessed right, because you said the same thing about my boy Tom Brady, and guess what? He won. So you guessed
But that's
right.
That's a team. That's a team, Carla.
That's not right. Well, you said Tom Brady can't do it.
That's a team sport, not an individual
one. But you guessed right on this one. Ooh, and maybe you're still wrong. Who knows?
Okay, Roger Federer's going to win another major.
No, I don't think so. Jesus, stop living in the past, Justin. Royds, Nadal said Venus is much nicer than Serena, but I still wish she retired. Wildlife says Justin doesn't like it because it was ever comforting Federer. Anyone else?
That's a good point. Who said that?
Loud.
Who said that?
Wildlife.
Well, that's a good point. That could be it, because Zverev is not on my positive side either. But nonetheless, still, if I'm on camera, look, everybody cries. I've cried. I mean, we cry. But I'm not going to let somebody put that on damn TV. I'm going to be like, man, give me that damn film.
Obviously, they did on purpose.
But yeah, Federer wanted crybaby. He wanted that narrative, you know? Federer and Osaka should now make a brand name and come together, you know, and figure something out, because they'd be perfect at it together at this point. Only problem is Osaka's still very young and Federer's very old. Okay, I still don't think it's really a great thing for the world these days, that is ultimately getting tougher and tougher to live in, that you can have any athlete in any way, shape, or form making $200 million while people in Afghanistan are dropping off the landing gear of airplanes because they can't get on board at 1,000 feet in the air. But nonetheless, hey, go build another house in Switzerland, go set up shop in Miami, get one in San Fran while you're at it, go build a castle in the Mediterranean, and I'm good, man. I'll take my 2 kids and we'll go chill. But you know what? I don't have time for it. I don't want to see any more Roger being bowed down to walking out onto the court. I don't want to see front page news that his knee's hurting anymore. I'm 42. Man, I've had so many knee surgeries. 43, whatever. I try to sneak a year in there. But that's just the way biology is. It's time. If it was Tom Brady with behind an offensive line with people protecting you, and then Tom Brady, by the way, gives his offensive lineman like a brand new Ferrari or Rolex every time he wins a Super Bowl, or every 3 weeks, so you know they're going to protect the shit out of him. So Tom Brady, in relation to Roger Federer, is totally different. But Roger is now a softie. And I'm sorry, I don't want to watch soft boy walk onto the court anymore, because I know he has no shot of being a threat running deep anywhere, not even in Howe, his backyard, could he do that. Okay, he went to Howe and got what? Did he even play it? He got beat in the first round, second round. Felix Auger-Aliassime beat him or something. Anyway, whatever. Next guy. Give me the next player. Stop playing around. Cry, baby, cry. Make your mother sigh. Go cry, Federer. Wah, wah, wah. All right?
All right.
Next thing I got, U.S. men's tennis. You suck. You suck bad. U.S. men's tennis has sucked so bad. We have done 2-hour-long shows on this channel, like ad nauseum, like 3, 4, 5 of them. U.S. men's tennis sucks ass with nasty, rotten toilet paper smashed in it with corn sticking out of it. They suck. Okay? Right? Why do they suck? Why does the U.S. men's tennis suck? Do you want to start, Carla?
I don't even know how to answer that anymore.
Oh, how did you answer it before?
I made excuses.
Self-gratification, always focused on their forehand and serve only.
While I've said, wait a minute, Riley just made a 1000s final.
Oh my gosh. He must not have watched the last show.
Are you guys really impressed with that, though?
Dude.
Like, really?
Riley Opelka.
Why? Ask yourself, why did he make it?
Yeah, why?
Who did he play?
And the guy he played in the final doesn't even have a great net game. And I've talked about that before. I'm surprised they both got to the final.
I mean, are you guys really impressed? Is that American tennis?
Yeah.
Serve and that's it?
Look, during
no stroke, serve, no strategy, just serve hard?
Here, let me serve it. If it comes back, I'll miss it. Riley Opelka during that match against Lloyd Harris, I counted it. Lloyd Harris, the South African player, just before he played. Anyway, Riley Opelka would just blister the serve. Paul Bunyan looking ass. And then every time that the ball would come back to him, and it was Lloyd Harris he was playing. I think they went 3 sets. Every time the ball would come back to Opelka, so the third ball, but the first ball after he served, he would miss it 75% of the time. So Opelka, a.k.a. Paul Bunyan with the magical bull and knapsack and the beard match, just lost that match to Medvedev because of the same thing. He doesn't have any variety. Opelka never tried to bring Medvedev in and draw him in. Djokovic sure did. And what happened to Medvedev? Medvedev has no variety. And he still destroyed Opelka. Opelka didn't have the wherewithal or the flexibility or the movability to bring him to the net and get in there.
You guys are talking about one final that he made at 1,000.
Are you?
Tsitsipas. But
I thought they were kidding. Are you?
How has his game been consistent? It hasn't, guys. Please don't tell me that you guys are looking forward to this. Opelka is what, in his late 20s now? Isner is like in his late 30s. He was American tennis. He will be soon retiring. Guys, American tennis is in trouble. Even Korda is not that.
Look, in my opinion, if you, I can't really see the comments too much, but nonetheless, if you think that Opelka is some great tennis player, then wow, you must be really new to the game as a fan or a hardcore fan or anyone from a technical aspect of the game. Opelka's a good player if his serve goes in, but if his serve doesn't go in, oh my gosh.
23, okay, we got 23. 24 happens, 25. Look at Thiem. Thiem's won a slam at least. He's not going to win a slam. Don't tell me that's American tennis.
Opelka's not going to win a slam?
If you guys are telling me that that's what we have to look forward, I might as well
move to Serbia.
Move somewhere else.
Damn. Yeah. Opelka's hot garbage. Seriously.
Wow, man. Seriously. He's got no strategy.
Look, first of all, if Djokovic is in the tournament, he's not in the final. If Lloyd Harris is about to beat you, okay, no disrespect to Lloyd Harris. He's up and coming, but Lloyd Harris has been around for a while. But I'm telling you, you watch Opelka play. If his serve goes in, his first serve, and the ball comes back to him in any type of movement, in other words, someone's return of serve hits one of the corners, right? And he has to move to get it. He might as well not even try to get it because he's going to miss the damn ball 75% of the time. So
I'm shocked that you guys even said that.
If you get a read on Opelka's serve, he's as good as garbage. That's what Medvedev did.
Mitrovic said maybe USTA should consider import some Afghan players. They may not be skilled, but they're fast for sure.
Let's freaking go, Mitrovic. That's what I'm talking about.
Mitrovic, that's what we do with college.
Yeah.
We bring you guys over here.
Yeah.
To play for the U.S. college because the Americans suck.
Yeah, exactly. You go to our D1 teams. I've been around D1 level, right? So if you go to a large percentage of our D1 schools, you have almost 100% tennis team occupancy as well as those on reserves. One of our good friends, I won't mention his name, but one of our very good friends actually coached with him and still talk to him often to this day. He coaches is it D3?
No, they're not D3.
NAIA maybe?
Yeah.
Anyway, and he's not at the D1 level. Hell of a coach, and he's coached at the D1 level, but he took on a school under his own and has done really well with them at the college level. But even they're
Division One. They're
D1 now. So he is D1 now. And his entire team is international. Mainly
his whole entire team.
The whole team. And they're just right up the road. I mean, the university I'm talking about, again, I don't want to put it out there because I didn't pre-ask him, but nonetheless, it's 2 hours from here and he's coaching D1 tennis in Alabama and it's all international people.
Are you fans of University of Alabama tennis team? I don't even watch college tennis unless it's like the final at Lake Nona.
So that's a great question. We are fans of Alabama football.
No, we're not.
You say we.
Don't say we then. You
okay.
Are.
I graduated from University of South Alabama for college, and we are Jaguars. So I'm a Jaguar. When I graduated from University of South Alabama, we didn't have a football team. So we were Alabama Crimson Tide fans. But now that they do have a football team, I'm a Jaguar fan. So great question. Anyway, I forgot what I was talking about. But yes, Mitrovic indicated that we should get some players from Afghanistan and bring them over and train. That's not funny to me. That's real shit.
It is funny,
and why is that real?
It's funny because
I mean, there was one aircraft that took off that had something, I think we read 800 people inside, right? And then some people were, unfortunately, alas, no joking matter, God bless. But some people were clinging onto the wheels, and when the landing gear went up, they literally died falling off the plane. I mean that in all due respect. It's no jokes with that.
Saw that.
But what I'm saying is just that one airplane in the sky's gas money, the jet fuel that went into running that C-17 Globemaster, from probably there to Germany somewhere, Ramstein or somewhere, that's going to cost as much as it would be to train one player from kindergarten to be a tennis player all the way to the pros. And we burn that much on one plane trip. That's a great, I mean, it's a great idea. Let's figure it out. Let's get grants to the people in Afghanistan and let's go get as many as we can and teach them how to play tennis. Because I know damn one thing, they won't be self-interested. They won't be like the U.S. men's tennis where they sit there and look all pretty.
But why? Opelka's not good looking.
I'm being facetious, obviously. I'm being facetious, obviously. But it seems like it's all about the limelight for the American man. They just want to be, in the mix. It's not really serious.
I don't think it has to do with that. I just think they don't have a strategy.
I don't know what it is.
It's not that. That's not the problem. Their problem is not Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and all that. Their problem is they don't have a strategy. They don't train to have a strategy. They just train at one stroke or one forehand or let me have a great serve, and that's about it. I think that's the problem. Let's see.
All right, take some comments. I'm done.
Well, the other thing that I have is the U.S. Open not allowing spectators for the qualifying rounds, but yet it'll be 100% after the main draw, just because they don't want to spread the disease. This one's confusing.
I haven't heard this one. Can you repeat that?
The USTA decided not to allow spectators during the qualifying rounds to limit,
Okay, so the stands will be empty during qualies.
But you're going to have 100% after the first round.
I don't really get the logic there. Is that what you're saying? Yeah.
I don't get the logic. How is this going to, how?
I haven't heard that at all. I don't find that appalling, but I don't really know.
I thought it was kind of stupid. I'm like, it's 100% first round where you're going to get the tickets are cheap. You're going to get a lot of people coming in, but qualifying rounds are not. So you just really want people paying. You don't want anybody walking around free.
Oh, I was reading a couple of those comments.
So to me, it's like they don't want anybody to see tennis for free because qualifying rounds are free. And after first round, it's not free.
I just read a comment from Gene there, and he said Dimitrov finally wins a match and beat RBA Batista Agut. That's a good win for him. Anyway, sorry. Anyway, I saw that. We have it on in there.
No fans in qualifying. Gene, I mean, guys, think about this. So you want to allow people because you don't want them to, whatever, spread the disease. But they're going to be in the first round where you're going to get as many spectators. To me, it's like, well, this is free. So you know what? We got to make money. No one allowed.
Oh, wait a minute. So wait. Okay, you're incorrect there. You've been there, lived there.
Yes.
I've been there 3 times as a stringer.
Yeah.
So you can't just ever walk in to Billie Jean King.
Qualifying rounds, they don't charge.
What I'm saying is you can't just walk in there. There's always a gate to come. You can't just go frequent in the courts and qualifying.
No, you can't. But it's not charged.
You have to have a ground pass. Are you sure?
Well, Michael Walker.
Is to go to the qualies at the U.S. Open free. I always started the day one of the main draw when I've gone day one through the end of the tournament. So I can't answer the question. That's what I'm asking. Can you go to the U.S. Open in New York, go to qualies, get on the subway, jump off right there in Queens, walk across the tracks, and walk in that gate for free during qualies? I don't think so.
Well, can you answer that?
I don't think
Roy said, knowing that it's 100%, these drunk, ignorant New York fans won't have a clue what nobody. Hey, Roy, I'm from New York. Yes, it's free. Told you.
Okay, I didn't know that.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
How does this make sense?
Thank you, Michael Walker. Thanks, bro.
This doesn't make sense to me. So you don't want people, passing the COVID back and forth.
Now I get your frustration.
That's what I'm saying. This was kind of stupid. I said so, but first round is okay.
I didn't know that.
You're gonna get as much people because the tickets are cheap for ground. On the first day, they're cheaper,
which you would think would contribute to selling more concessions, more stuff in the shops there. That's
why it didn't make sense to me when the USDA said no viewers on the qualifying rounds.
No fans.
No fans. I was like, you guys are being selfish now.
All right, okay. I get your frustration there. I get it. I'm not from New York like you and Mike Walker. I've never been able to walk to the U.S. Open facility during qualies. I've been there 3 times since throughout the week.
They don't use the stadium. They just use the outside.
Look, all I know is the 3 times I've been to the U.S. Open, I had to have credentials going in certain doors, and if I didn't have the credentials, I had to have my ticket stub to get through the main gate.
Mm-hmm. And it was easier to get in, sneak in back in the days.
Well, I don't know any cut routes around.
Now you can't because it's tougher. But we used to sneak in. It wasn't that hard.
All right.
Done?
Ready? Let's go. Carla and I are about to go play a match.
Are we?
So I'm going to get that done.
Do we really want to play tennis?
Well, you fed me eggs, so I got to go work that off.
Oh, shit. I want to lift weights.
We can do that, and then you can lift weights.
Okay. You can buy a ground pass for men's finals for $25. Yeah, watch it on the screen.
Yeah, and watch it right next to the fountains. You can sit in the fountains and look up, and there's the scoreboard up there.
I'll watch it.
And then, yeah.
All right, guys, take care.
All right, we'll see you tomorrow, the next day for the normal show. Can you put a poll question in here before it ends? You ready?
Yeah. As soon
if
as
it takes a while, then we'll just it
as soon
might
as-
even froze us.
okay.
Okay, check this out. Should we do a Trash Talk Tuesday every Tuesday?
Should we do a trash talk?
Trash Talk Tuesday every Tuesday, where we can just rant and not worry about not pissing somebody off. Anyway, answer that if you can. If you catch this later after this poll goes away, put it in comments. Yes, do it every Tuesday. We'll never be able to give you a specific time, but the day will be specific. Over the years, people always say, could you do something a specific day and a specific time so we could, kind of set a routine. So we can set the exact day but it's the time, because as tennis coaches, we might have an 8, a 10, 11, 12, 1, break till 3, then 5, 6, 7. We don't know where it will fall in the day. So the day would be Tuesday. We'll call it Trash Talk Tuesday. 5K Tennis
Smart,
Fam.
Michael Walker, smart.
What?
Bye, run past it and let's sneak in. Smart, because they might let you in. You never know if it doesn't fill up.
Man, but I tell you what, you get caught, you're going to jail. I don't know if it's worth it.
So 93% say so far yes.
All right, so
all right, guys.
We'll see you before then, the next day or two, for our regular, hour of discussion and objectively and whatever. But next Tuesday we'll do the same thing, Trash Talk Tuesday.
Yes.
So if you have anything in life, I don't care if it's somebody that just wouldn't let you pass them on the interstate. If you want to smack talk it off, we'll take it. All right.
All right.
See you soon.
Bye.
Adios.